Ice on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only different.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Commanders. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Open man is Skoranek. He's got it. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Right back to him on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This defense for the Commanders, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open?
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can. And oh, right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Mad and Hayden.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
You're going to have to give a lot of
good longevity
for that.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
That was a great screen pass, especially because of the defense I called like an all-out blitz.
3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Too bad I don't have a coach on my schedule this year, man.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy.
I want to see the right thing I'm talking about out there, man.
The Panthers out there ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result. Because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. Drops this underneath for Davis Price. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
He was worth it all.
They'll look to throw here. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete.
Bad angle for him.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short.
Hey, you just put 17 up with Devontae Adams, Lamar Jackson,
big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass. Use his blockers well and pick up the first down.
I ain't trying to hear it. It's 50 points or nothing. 50 points or nothing, man.
They'll drop to throw. That would complete to Scarano.
I'm about to see if I can get Cooper Kupp
gain gets him right around the 43. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
Punch it out.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. Touchdown, Panthers. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Had the option to hand that one off and run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's see what they got. Got him off the lead here.
They'll start with the option. Oh, nice move. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. It dropped to throw. Man open is Robinson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
I told Daddy to throw the football, and Daddy said, okay, I am throwing the football.
But how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
That's fine. I just thought them dealerships I was talking about this.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4.
And I called Star City. They said definitely
sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner
I thought looked nice. And then Van Chevrolet.
That's out wide here for Robinson. He is out of bounds inside the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just
Malibu is what you see.
That's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield.
They don't look like a ton different or anything. Like, it's not like, you know.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
How the hell you know what it is?
Right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
It's just more spacious and polished.
Back to throw.
Yeah.
Touchdown.
Accurate.
Justin Jefferson, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
They tend to be a little more up there too.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7.
What's funny is for the longest time they had like a car that looked like yours. I think I sent it to you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
I'd have been okay.
This is going to be returned from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone now to go.
Rather than take your phone and left. Yeah, so no, I don't plan on doing nothing. Like I said, all I thought about doing was maybe
the Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about
I'm
that.
going to call somebody in here to check out this water.
It's an old expression we love to use. Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Oh, man, they didn't even switch on
to second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
What is Church used to
say? In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
In the backfield, and you are required.
As his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And taken at the 46. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Donald Parham, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. 1 play and into the end zone. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
19 take. 60
Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, and don't fumble the football.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. The tally there, minus 8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. Now Lutz for the field goal try. And this one a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going. Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back to throw again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to.
Touchdown, Washington. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Second and 15. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Butker on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. First down, here's Mitchell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Washington, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.